Yeah, so it turns out Richard's not in a Fiat Panda then. He's arriving at Goodwood Speed Week in style as the chief test pilot of Gravity Industries, a startup that believes they've finally nailed the jetpack.
I hatched this idea in 2016 of could you reinvent flight by just adding the minimalist amount of equipment and using your brain and your body to fly in a very unusual way. No logical reason, that was just an interesting idea, I thought.
So I'm going to have a go in this.
Mm-hmm.
Any tips?
Actually, it's like watching a child learn to ride a bike, because if you described a bicycle to somebody who'd never seen one, it sounds very clever and complicated and difficult to learn. But our experience is when you let the inner balance brain take over, then it's remarkable how well that collaboration between machine and human works, and this is the same. Right, so what we're going to do is put the harness on. That will do a good job of kind of connecting you to the suit as best as possible. If you stress and overthink it, it's really hard. Walking and standing up is much more complicated than learning to fly this. So just relax into it and enjoy it.
The jet suit is pretty daunting, and although it is also pretty heavy, there's not that much to it. 2 turbines on each arm and 1 at the back, and well, that's it.
Right, so if you look in the end, see the trigger? You just get used to the pull of it.
I see, yeah.
That's the throttle. So when you're up there, when you squeeze it, and you can feel the engines gradually ramp up. This finger will actually nudge the power up, and that will nudge the power down. A couple of nudges, each nudge gives you a couple of kilos more thrust. So the idea is that you're learning about lateral stability and rotation, but it'll still shove you around a bit. But once you get your weight over the top of it, you'll notice it's really not very much.
Right. I mean, it's really scary because I can feel the power and I can feel the heat all around me.
The diesel fuel lasts for up to 10 minutes, all of which for me will be spent at most a few centimetres off the ground.
What the hell just happened?
That was honestly really good.
That was incredible. That's I don't know whether that's adrenaline or just sheer terror or excitement or what, but
The main application, Richard thinks, is in entertainment. Imagine seeing jetpack races across lakes, for example. But in September 2020, Richard joined the Great North Air Ambulance Service to show how paramedics might quickly get to casualties in the rough terrain of the Lake District.
The Great North Air Ambulance reached out and said that there appears, according to their analysis, to be a large cluster of cases where if they could move very quickly out of a vehicle with this, that would work. And so we went up and tested it, and the headline result was I got to the casualty in 90 seconds when it took 25 minutes to walk there.
Hardly surprising, since Richard broke the Guinness World Record for fastest speed in a body-controlled jet engine power suit twice. They're noisy, impractical and expensive, but jetpacks are now real, which is a good enough Christmas present for this little fanboy.